it's Greg Harrelson here with Century 21, the Harrelson Group in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Just wanted to thank you for watching another video, on Infusionsoft, and I hope that you're getting a lot of information from the tips that I've been sharing with you. Today I want to talk about something that I've done recently where I've added text messaging in my Infusionsoft application. Now there's a lot of people that have been toying with text messaging, but I really think that I've figured things out here because I've gotten a lot of good responses from the people that are in my database. Right now there's 3 campaigns that I'm really focusing on in terms of using text messaging inside of my Infusionsoft drip campaign. So just wanted to kind of share these 3 ideas with you in hopes that this will make a difference in the way that you're using Infusionsoft. And if you're thinking about using Infusionsoft, then definitely give us a call. We'll give you some more information and just kind of help you out and guide you in the right direction. The 3 campaigns are this. It's my active seller campaign, my past customers and centers of influence, and I actually have a campaign for all the vendors that are in my market. So let me just give you a few tips on how I'm doing this. My active seller campaign really consists of when I get a listing, the day that I get the listing to the day that it goes pending, I actually run a campaign on them. And the goal is just to keep in constant communication with them so they feel like I'm not forgetting about them, that I'm really thinking about them all the time. So the goal with the email is to actually communicate with them every 21 days. But in addition to that, I'm going to communicate to them with texting or by texting approximately every 21 days. So there will be a 21-day email, a 21-day text, but I'm going to stagger them. So technically they're getting some sort of communication approximately every 10 days. Now, what do I say? That's what always comes up. It's not always what you say, it's the fact that you reached out to them and said something. But here's an example of one that I said recently. I said, just want you to know that I'm still working hard to get your property sold. Let me know if you need anything. Just simple. It's just a touch, right? That's all we really want to focus on. We're not trying to sell them anything or get a price reduction over the text. We just want to touch them and let them know that, hey, we're still here, we're working for them. Or I might say something like this if this was true. Hey, the market's shifting a little bit. Can we schedule a time to talk? Please let me know when you're available. Now that might be a situation where I want to actually have a phone conversation with a number of my sellers, so I'll send that out, and then what they'll text me is they'll text me their schedule and say, how about we do this? And then I can confirm that. So instead of just randomly calling them and leaving voicemails and then we get in this phone tag situation, they're giving me a specific time that I can reach them, and then I can confirm that time, and now you control my schedule. So that's one way that I'm using it in an active seller campaign. Then we've got your past customer list or centers of influence list. I do divide those 2 up, and I'm running campaigns. The goal with them is to communicate with them via email once a month. But now what I'm doing is about every 45 days, I've added a text message. So it's going to be 30 days in email, and then 15 days after that a text, and then 15 days after that an email. So all I'm doing is touching them. They're going to get more emails than they are going to get text messaging. Now the messages that I might send them to a past customers or centers of influence could be, hey, I might say, we should set some time aside to eat lunch. That would be a centers of influence. Call me when you have a moment. So I'm just reaching out there and say, hey, I want to, why don't we get together? Again, this is my centers of influence. And if you've got 1,000 centers of influence, you may not want to do that. But what you may want to do is take your centers of influence list and put and categorize them: centers of influence A, centers of influence B, centers of influence C. You can do that through tagging in Infusionsoft. And maybe the A clients, the A centers of influence, the ones that send you referrals, then that's when you'd send this text. Man, if you could set up a lunch once a month with one of your A centers of influences, your AAA centers, COIs, you're going to just dramatically increase your referrals. Now, a lot of us say, oh, well, we're going to call. I'm going to start calling my past customers. Look, real estate agents are terrible at reaching out and following up with past customers and centers of influence. So what I've done is eliminated all these things that I say I'm going to do, but I never do, and I put that into a marketing campaign inside of Infusionsoft. Then it's guaranteed to get done. Half the time, I don't even know the text is going out. I'm just receiving a text back from one of my centers of influence, and they're saying, hey, let's get together for lunch next week. Give me a call and let's coordinate this. I mean, that's a victory. I will get referrals from that, so it'll pay high dividends. Now, the third one, a lot of people have skipped over this and have just missed this opportunity with Infusionsoft, and that's vendor marketing. So I take the vendors, attorneys, bankers, mortgage professionals, home inspectors, and I put them all into a vendor campaign. And that campaign, I'm just once a month, I'm dripping on them saying, hey, I appreciate the things that you're doing for us. If there's anything we can do for you, and at the same token, we're going to continue to send you referrals. Can you please continue to send us referrals? So now what I'm doing is I'm also I'm blending text technology inside of those campaigns, touching them by email, touching them by text. Now I might just do something like that. Hey, how are y'all doing? How's the market right now? What are you seeing about the market? Are you seeing the market shift? Those would be fantastic texts, because when I ask them those questions, they feel like I'm perceiving them as an authority. And of course, they're going to want to share back. Oh, things are great. Well, the market's a little bit soft. So I'm just getting some engagement. The other realtors are not engaging with their vendors. The more we engage with our vendors, and we have to do it through automation or it'll take too much time, but the more we engage with our vendors, the more likely we're going to get referrals from them. So that's important. Or you may just say, hey, do you know anyone I can help right now and sell their property? Or anyone that's looking right now? You can actually take a vendor, because you're already sending them business. You can take a vendor and you can ask them directly via a text if they know anyone that you can actually help. So these are just some ways that I recommend that you blend text messaging in with your seller campaigns. I'm currently using a company called Convert by Text, and it's convertbytext.com. I think is the web address. If you the reason I've chose them, because there's so many different services out there. The reason that I've chose them is because they are specialists in the real estate industry. So there's a lot of educational tools for real estate agents. Most of the services out there, they just specialize in sending text. So you have to kind of bring your own content to the table. This one out there has content packages, etc., that you can just kind of plug and play, put it right into Infusionsoft, or you can use it outside of Infusionsoft. Either way. So if you want any information on that, you can email me, gregharrelson@gmail.com. I'll send you some contact information, or you can even text me 843-457-7816 if you want some information. I'm just here to help those people that are thinking about using Infusionsoft. Of course, I'm an Infusionsoft user myself and have done hundreds and hundreds of deals because of the application. So if there's anything I can do for you, you just let me know. Greg Harrelson. Thank you.